Okay everyone, thanks for tuning back in. Today is the Ruger P95. And for those of you that have subscribed to my channel, you know that this was one of my early videos, one of my first videos. And I don't know if I did the pistol justice, so I'm going to revisit it today. And we're going to kind of give you a better idea how the trigger feels and just the overall action, the single action versus double action. How easy it is to load the magazines. We'll get into it and dimensions a little bit as well. So let's begin. Alright, overall single action pulls are really nice on this pistol. I've noticed, of course it has a safety decocker. I tried to cock it a couple of times, just put it in a single action and it kept slamming the hammer down, and then I realized it was on safety. Let's put a new mag in and keep going. I'll do the first pull on this one, double action, and just see if I can so safely decock it. Back up on fire, and I'll just keep going, and this first pull will be double action. Give you an idea how hard the trigger is to pull. Real long double action. Be good for safety situations, personal defense, whatever. Shoot again here. Thought it was empty. Okay, so early on I really like the pistol. I noticed I don't quite shoot it as well as I do my Glock, and I didn't shoot this as well as I did that Springfield XD. Still, that's been one of my favorite pistols. I don't have one yet, but I'd like to get one. We're going to shoot some more, and I'm going to give you some side shots as always with the recoil. Then we'll go back to 40 yards with it and then take it to the truck. And right now I'm just shooting the cheapest stuff I could find from Walmart, and it's feeding them fine. It's the Brass Max ammo. I think I give around $1/4 a shot for this. Let's keep going. Double action pull this first time around. That safety gets me. I'm not used to guns having safeties. I don't like it. Once you get into the double action pull, kind of get into it a little bit quicker. It seems to work better. Taking a real long draw makes me wiggle all over the place. I got the shooting too fast. That's pretty fun. Let's see. I'll put it in that pocket. One more magazine here, and then I'll put the camera over here and we'll do something a little bit different. I'm going to work on that penguin down below that metal plate for a little bit. A little bit harder, smaller target, a little harder to hit. Alright, I can't tell if I'm hitting it. Let's go back up to something that makes some noise. We're at 50 feet. I think I moved back a little bit as I progress with these handguns. I like to try things new, and I'm back at 50 feet. And some of those misses would have been hits. Had I moved up another 5 feet, would have made a little bit of difference. But majority of the hits were good. I'm at the top half of the steel, as you can see. The gun It's kind of hard for me to get used to, but I like it. Now we're going to get some side shots, so some recoil. Once again, we're shooting 115 grain ammo, brass max, out of a Ruger P95. Okay, so shooting again, taking a little bit more time between shots. We'll just keep going. We're going to do some slow motion here and kind of give you a better idea of recoil. Then we're going to go to 40 yards and then I'll take it to the truck, take it apart, and you have to kind of do something neat to take these down. I'll show you that over there. It's not hard, it's just unique to this pistol. A little faster this time, just to play with this magazine. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to shoot. We're going to go ahead and snap it one time. I don't think it's a good idea to snap hammer fired. I mean, yeah. I noticed it didn't lock the slide back there a couple times for me. When I really throw the slide back, it will. Could be, sometimes it will, sometimes it won't if I do it easy. It could be just because of the manufacturer. I mean, it requires the recoil to do it. I don't know, but that's neither here nor there. Let's go ahead and try to get an idea of the trigger. Let's clear the weapon again. Magazine out. Clear. I'll do it one time. I'll do it with my thumb so you can see here. Real short amount of take up. Boy, and that is smooth too, so there's it's not a gritty take up. That is just pulling back a spring. Alright, now we're against it. Let's see if you can see this. Okay, after I got against it, there is a slight little bit of a nudge, and it's not gritty at all. It's real smooth. I'm against something here, real smooth back to there, with a slight creep. It's not bad, but it's just, it's not perfect for me. I don't know, it is what it is. I mean, you get used to anything, but it's fine. Okay, let's go back to 40 yards to play with it and see if I can hit anything at that distance. Okay, here we are back at 40-yard mark. I like to do this with these handguns. It gives me an idea how well I can shoot them and how well I perceive the sights. I thought it was shooting in a location earlier, and I think I might have been wrong. I think it is shooting at 6 o'clock, so I'm just going to try to put the 3 dots right at the base of that plate and see if I can hit it from this distance. We're going to call it a day. Go eat something. Where am I standing? Right here. Here we go. Ears. All right, there was a hit. Hit. Miss. Okay, for whatever reason, I've shot this gun better than any gun I've fired at this distance. I had a high percentage of hits with that. I'd have to count it to make sure, but it was up there. It was most of them. I think I only missed maybe 3 times. I don't know how many I fired. So this gun is heavy. It has. We're gonna take it back, and I'm gonna. How many did I fire? 11. I hit how many? 8. I hit 8 out of 11. My boy says. So sorry about that. He's back here doing hand gestures and counting and fingers and stuff. I had to count in reverse too. But anyway, so 8 out of 11. What percentage is that? I don't know. Put some math on that, Chase. Anyway, it tells more about the gun than it does me. I'm probably getting better as these videos go on, but it'd just be marginally. The gun's weighted well, it's heavy, so I don't feel a lot of wobbling when I'm holding it up. Let's take it to the truck, get some measurements, and I'll quit yapping. Okay, Ruger P95 9mm. I brought the tape measure out. We're going to get some dimensions and a little bit of comparison to my Glock 23, my personal carry weapon. But to take this down, it's pretty simple. There's the ejector lever, and I should have showed you pushing it down, but it's just what flips the shells out when you spin around. So I just push it down in there until it clicks. It's a little shiny lever. And once that's done, there's 2 marks on the weapon. One's right there on the slide, and you won't be able to see it probably in the camera, but there's one right there on the slide, and there's one right there on the polymer frame. You just align those 2 marks, and from the back side, push this pin right here. And at that point, the pin comes out, and this will come right off. Yeah, it kind of gets stuck a little bit right there. You just go ahead and once you take this off, now this is important. Don't try to put the slide back on with this ejector lever up. Once you've removed the slide, the ejector lever jumps back up into position and has to be pushed back down until it clicks again. So just do that right now, or after you clean it at some point. Of course, this looks kind of strange. I remember this from last time. It's kind of a strange looking little thing. It's a captive recoil spring guide rod, just like any other striker fire. I mean, well, this isn't striker fire, but just like any other components here, but it goes back together. Just make sure this flat sets on that flat. It's easy. Just like that. Okay, so now that you know that you have your ejector lever pushed back down, you put this back on and then lock it in the back position. Actually, obviously you have to put this back in. So align the marks. Align the 2 marks. I wish you could see that, but I kind of have to hold it weird to do this. So put this back in carefully, and you take care that you don't scratch anything. And it just snaps back in. I think I had to pull it away from camera to do it, but it just snaps, push straight back in until it snaps. And then look in here to make sure the ejector lever is flicked back up, and it did. Function check it. I'm not going to snap again. I snapped it one time just to show you the trigger, and that's all I'm going to do with that. Give you a little comparison. There's a Glock 23 40 Smith & Wesson. Overall length is marginally different. I think you could probably you can see that. The width is going to be a little bit bigger on the Ruger because it's ambidextrous safety. And of course, you know, hammer fired, and it has this big takedown lockback lever. So. I think I'll take it back down, give you a barrel length. I'm not sure how long the barrel is in it. Okay, so I wanted to get the barrel out for you, just to give you an idea. It's a 3 3/4 inch gun. 3 3/4 inches. Okay, well, thanks for tuning in and watching that. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you could take some information away from the video. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. It helps me out. And share this video, comment, and subscribe.